It's day 2 of the Florida trip of theme parks and other bits and pieces, and today we are here at SeaWorld. Going to be getting on some of my favourite rides here at SeaWorld, and plenty of brand new rides as well since the last time I came. I only came here 2 years ago, and yet there's another brand new coaster here this time, and there's another coaster being built that's meant to be opening later this year as well. So just shows you how fast they do build stuff here at the US parks. They do not hang around. But no, you've got some great rides and attractions here. We're going to be getting back on Manta, getting back on Mako, Kraken of course, 3 big coasters. Water rides such as Journey to Atlantis, and also we're going to be getting back on Infinity Falls as well. Plenty of rides to go on here. Probably going to see some of the shows as well, and I'll try and video as many updates as I can as well. Busy day on park here as well today, so we'll see how the queue lines are going to be. But I feel like it's going to be a really good day either way. Here we are at SeaWorld. So an update here for you at the SeaWorld Parks and Resorts. This includes Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, and also all of the water parks as well. They now have gone cashless, but you can get these little cards that you can put money on to use around the parks. I think that's actually a really good idea, that is, because it means you don't have to carry cash around with you all the time. I mean, especially when you go on the water rides, and you just use them conveniently in the shops and places. Good idea, that, really. So the first 2 rides we're going to go on are going to be 2 new coasters for these 2, and a new one for me. We're going to do Pipeline, and we're going to do Icebreaker. I think we come round to Icebreaker first, so I think we'll go on that first, and then we'll head on over to Pipeline, the surf coaster as well. And this is a brand new coaster, this one, from B&M, so it's a reimagined version of their stand-up coaster design. Looks really, really fresh, to be fair. It looks like a real good new design. I'm looking forward to going on it. Mark, looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely. Never done anything like this before. Should be fun.
Looks good, doesn't it? So, alright then, we're going to start off with a ride on Icebreaker. This is a Premier Rides multi-launch coaster. Really intense, actually, this one. It's a good one. Good ride to start, Mark, on one of the big coasters.
Yay.
Please lift up on your
So just got off a ride on Icebreaker. Good to get back on Icebreaker. I remember I say when I came here 2 years ago I went on it. It's a good ride for airtime, I can tell you that. There's a lot of good airtime moments in it, and the multi-launch is quite good as well. Yeah, really good to get back on that. What do you think, Mark? Enjoy?
I enjoyed that, yeah, really good actually, not too bad.
Very good indeed. We're heading on over now to go on Pipeline, the surf coaster. This will be a new one for me and all of us, to be fair. So this wasn't even being built last time I come. This has only taken them about a year and a bit to build, really. So shows you how fast they build the rides here. So just come off a ride on Pipeline, the surf coaster. Wow, that was really good, that was, I tell you. It shows how far stand-up coasters have come since the first few. You've got to think, Shockwave at Drayton Manor was one of the first sort of stand-up coasters. And obviously that's now a sit-down coaster, because it got so rough over the years that they've converted it to a sit-down coaster now. But I think that new generation there with the surf coaster is a really, really good ride concept. I think the launch works really well on it as well. It's not rough, really, really smooth layout, and the inversions that it has sort of got, it's got one sort of major inversion. It's just really smooth transitioning, and the new restraints as well, the way that they're sort of like the vest restraints that you see on rides like Mandrill and stuff like that these days. Much better, no head banging at all.
Really good.
Makes for a really smooth ride, and that's just shows you how far things have come. No, definitely be doing that again a little bit later on today. Really good. Enjoy, Mark?
Oh yeah, definitely. So amazing. Still taking it all in.
feet coming off the floor. That was really good. Yeah, really
Very
good.
different indeed, very good. We're heading on over now towards Infinity Falls, trying to go on some little rides because it is really hot today. Ow! We just come off 2 rounds on Infinity Falls. Soggy?
Just a bit, yeah.
I tell you what, I really enjoy Infinity Falls. Last time I came here, it was closed to maintenance, and it was in the hottest 2 weeks in March that Florida had. So to go back on it again was absolutely brilliant. And I think, you know, doesn't matter where you sit, you just get soaked on it. But no, that was really good. Enjoyed that. Thoroughly glad to get back on that again. Obviously, we've got another water ride here as well. We're going to go on Journey to Atlantis a little bit later on. I think we're going to go and dry off for a little bit though, and then we'll be on some more water rides in a bit. Right then, while my mum and sister dry off, we're going to go and take a ride on Mako, and then we're going to come back over and do Orca Encounter afterwards. So we'll see you when we come off of Mako. So we've just come off a ride on Mako. Good to get back on the 200-foot hypercoaster here at SeaWorld. Plenty of airtime in that ride, and if there's anything to go by the height of that one, I think we're in for a treat with Hyperia in the UK. I'll try and relate back to the UK parts a little bit, see what you can compare with over here. You know, simple layout on that, just up and down the whole entire way, but packed with plenty of airtime. Really good ride there, Mako, enjoyed that. Right, we're going to head into the Orca Stadium now. We're going to go and see the Orca Encounter.
celebrating her 48th birthday. Katina is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. SeaWorld's animal training techniques create a language between us and the whales to hold in order for us to get their entire bodies onto the scale. This position is how we know that some of our whales, like Nalani, weigh about 5,400 pounds. In this position, we'll simply ask them to lift their tails up and out of the water. Training this posture enables us to ensure accuracy, so we know that the younger whales are growing properly and the older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hi everyone, I'm over here on the left side of the stadium down by the glass. Did you know that killer whales love to play? They actually learn a lot by playing, and through mimicry and observational learning. From a young age, killer whales learn important life skills by playing games such as follow the leader with their mother and other whales. And we're going to put that to the test today with all of you in our killer whale family. Left side of the stadium, go ahead and stand up. We're going to play a game of killer whale follow the leader. You will be the leader and Nalani will follow. So on the count of 3, you'll spin in a circle 2 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, spin. She's got it! Well done, everyone. You can have a seat. As you can see, Nalani was paying very close attention to you. Killer whales are very curious animals and can be often seen sky hopping and even jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. Katina is going to demonstrate this with a jump called about over at the stage. And when we see it, let's give her a great big cheer. You'll take your left hand, bring it to the side of your leg and up to the sky. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Give that signal. And she's off. Killer whales reach for a wide number of different reasons, whether to surprise their prey, scratch an itch, or get a better look around. But more often than not, they'll reach just to show off. Oh, welcome to the Soap Zone, everyone. Let's hear it one more time for all of you. As you can see, the killer whales are amazing.
Every different creature, beautiful, unique.
saw some highlights there from the Orca Encounter show here at SeaWorld. A show that has obviously developed and changed a lot over the years since the original shows sort of back in the early days of SeaWorld. Obviously, when SeaWorld first sort of started doing the whale shows, they were a lot more sort of like theatrical, when they were sort of the whales doing a lot of tricks and stuff. But obviously nowadays, over the years, the views have changed a lot, and therefore they've made the shows more educational now, and the whales do stuff that's kind of more natural to their sort of playtime in their natural environment, rather than just doing the simple like tricks and stuff. Very much has changed over the years, but it's still a really good show, and the way they put the actual storyline into it and stuff is really good. The little like clips and stuff they show of all the staff members and how the whales affect them, all that kind of stuff. It's still put on a really, really good show, to be fair, you know. And I say it's more these days an educational show rather than a sort of tips and tricks, like a tricks show. They've made it much more different these days. But it's good to see them sort of still doing that kind of thing, and also, you know, doing it in a much more sort of educational way. Much better, I think, really. And no, still a really good demonstration. Anyway, we're heading back over now we're going over towards Journey to Atlantis way. I think we're going to do another ride on Mako, because we are heading past it on the way, so we'll do another ride on that, and then we'll be on Journey to Atlantis very shortly. Another water ride here at SeaWorld. So, construction update for you from SeaWorld. This is the new coaster that will be opening, so it says spring actually this year, but I think it's going to be more summer than spring. This is Penguin Trek, brand new B&M family, I think it's a family launch coaster, I believe, if I can see up on the LSMs there. Yes, I believe it is a family launch coaster. So this is one of the more sort of, I say, not as intense coasters, but one of the more family market ones. This is a brand new coaster that's going to be opening a little bit later on this year, so this will be one to do next time we come. Looks very good though, looks very good indeed. You know when like British people have an argument over a sunbed? That's basically what this is going on here. It's like, get off my patch, basically. Alright, we're going to take a ride now on Manta. This is a flying coaster here at SeaWorld. Really good ride, this one as well. Really, like, when you compare it to Galactica that we've got in the UK, it's so different. Really good though, really good. See you when we come off. So we've just come off a ride on Manta. There's a lot of G-force on that ride, I tell you. Whew. That dive loop on it is really intense, but it is a really good coaster, to be fair. It's a really good flying coaster. I think it's one of only two I've actually been on as well, because there's not many of them that I've been on. I think the only other one is actually Galactica, so yeah. It's different, really good though. So we're now heading down to Journey to Atlantis, so we're going to go on another water ride, and I think we're going to end our day on Kraken. So we've got our last few rides before we finish up here at SeaWorld. Been a really good day on part though. The weather's been absolutely scorching as well, so it's been perfect weather for water ride. Well, I managed to avoid an absolute drenching all day, journey to Atlantis, and soaked. Literally, I've managed to avoid an absolute drenching all day. I got a little bit wet on Infinity Falls there, and I got a bit of a soaking on that, but journey to Atlantis got me head to toe that time. Mark, how are you?
That was good, that wasn't as wet as last time.
No, I got the full brunt this time. That was soggy, but still a good ride, journey to Atlantis. I think it's just one of them like old favourites of mine now. You know, I've gone on it every time I've come here. I just never get tired of going on it, and I'll definitely do it again at some point. Really, really good. Right, we've all rided out for the day. I think we've done pretty much everything, so I am going to wrap up today's vlog here at SeaWorld. Tomorrow we are going to Animal Kingdom, I believe, so our next vlog will be Animal Kingdom. Until next time on Rob's Theme Park Vlogs, I hope you've enjoyed the day here at SeaWorld. It's been really, really good to get back on all the rides, see some of the shows, and enjoy a really, really hot day on park. So until next time, we'll see you on Rob's Theme Park Vlogs. Bye bye everybody.